What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Redriveraviation. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. And today we have the February 2022 Albuquerque Sunport International Airport update for you guys. I really hope you guys are excited for today's video. Today we have the February 2022 rendition of the Albuquerque Sunport International Airport, and I really hope you guys are excited for it. Welcome back, everybody. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Thank you guys so much for being here today. As I've said, today we have the February 2022 Albuquerque Sunport International Airport update, and we got a lot going on here at Albuquerque International Airport. Plenty of consistency and tons of great flights. We also have a couple of little additions to some aircraft and that sort of thing. So very excited to get into today's airport update, and I hope you guys are as well. But without any further delay, let's get started. We'll start back over here on this is the north side of the west side of the concourse, if you want to call it that, concourse A. It's kind of a hard terminology, but not too bad. But right here we have the American Eagle Bavarian Acer 700 in the SkyWest House livery, or SkyWest House livery, however you like to address this stunning aircraft. This guy's currently getting loaded up with the non-stop turnaround back out to Los Angeles International Airport. You'll find Embraer 175s and the CRJ 700s on here. Speaking of which, we'll talk some more about this at the end of the video, but the Gemini Jet's February releases just came out, and in 1/200 scale, we have some really interesting things to go over, which is very exciting, but definitely very excited about that indeed. Next in line right here, we have this Frontier Airbus A320neo. This is Baja the Whale Shark. This guy currently has a non-stop service back out to Denver, Colorado International Airport today. Another awesome flight here for Frontier, and they continue to do their thing regularly. Thought we'd go for an overall wide view here of the Delta section, which is looking absolutely phenomenal today. On top of your screen, we have the Delta connection number ERJ-170 filling in for SkyWest number ERJ-175 with the non-stop service today out to Los Angeles International Airport. This serves about 3 times daily, and it's a really nice one to have here at the Sunport for sure. Next in line, we have the Delta Airlines Airbus A321 in the thank you livery, currently getting loaded up with the non-stop service out to Lance Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport or Citrus Aviation's airport. Be sure to check out the local fan pictures and the subscriber lines. The links are in the description. If you follow all the necessary criteria, you'll be good to go indeed. So definitely feel free to check that out if you have anything that fits that criteria. And then next up, we have another Delta connection number ERJ-170 filling in for once again another SkyWest number ERJ-175. This guy currently has a non-stop service out to Salt Lake City, Utah today, which has been a very good route here for the Sunport for several years on Delta and Southwest. Next in line right here, we have the JetBlue Airways Airbus A320 in the stripes tail. What a beautiful livery. This guy currently has a non-stop service back out to New York John F. Kennedy International Airport today. Route's been substantially strong. One interesting potential add maybe would be Los Angeles to Albuquerque on JetBlue. I feel like with how much demand there is for Albuquerque to Los Angeles, maybe it would do well for them. But for the moment, we currently have our our JFK service, which does very well here for JetBlue. Next up, we have the Alaska Airlines Boeing 737-900ER in the One World paint scheme. What a beautiful model by Gemini, NG Models. Gemini's was pretty good though, let's say. So regardless of this guy's currently loading up with the non-stop service back out to Seattle Tacoma International Airport after coming in from there earlier. Beautiful model once again by NG. They did an awesome job, and I'm so glad to get to represent it here at the Sunport today. Next up, we got the American Airlines section. We got a lot of great things going on right here. Beginning with this first American Eagle number ERJ-175 filling in on the behalf of Envoy Air. This guy's currently making a non-stop service today in from Austin, Texas, and will be heading out to Chicago O'Hare. Very glad to have this route in the airport once again. I think it's doing really well too, so that's very delighting to say the least. Let's try to talk in English. Sorry, guys. Next up in the middle, we have the absolutely beautiful American Airlines Airbus A321 with sharklets. These are coming in regularly from Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport. It's been really cool to see these A321s invade mid-sized airports like Oklahoma City. I think they've also made it into Kansas City along with Albuquerque, Tucson, and a long list of amazing airports. So very glad to see these 321 sliding in and giving some variety for the airports, which is very, very cool, and plus more passenger capacity, which is awesome. Our last aircraft for American is the Embraer ERJ-175. This one's also going to be for Envoy today with the non-stop service in from Chicago O'Hare, and he's going to have proceeding service over to the Austin area, pardon me. Excited for the second release. That should be getting here anytime for me, so I'm going to be excited to get that. That will be massive unboxing 19. That will entail of mainly new pre-order models, which I'm excited to show you guys very soon, so stay on the lookout for it, y'all. Couple United Airlines aircraft over here on the south side today. Right here we have an Embraer ERJ-145XR. This guy's currently making non-stop service in from Houston Continental International Airport, and he's going to be proceeding back out there as well. And then panning over to the top, we have the United Airlines Airbus A320 in the Continental Globe colors. We are still waiting an Evo A320. I did have the Aero Classic, so I probably should have hung on to it. I honestly thought that Gemini was going to be much sooner to this, but hey, we'll just be patient with it. But for the moment, we have the Continental Globe A320 here. This guy's currently making the non-stop service in from Denver, Colorado International Airport as well, just like the Frontier was earlier, and he's going to be heading back out there as well. Looking good. Next in line, we have a little competition here for some low-cost carriers, or whatever you guys like to consider Southwest. They've kind of been put in different geographics as of late. But next up, we have the Allegiant Air Airbus A319 right here with a little bit of reflection going. This guy's currently making non-stop service in from Austin, Texas, and is going to have preceding service out to Las Vegas. Very cool to see that route going strong. And then proceeding in the Southwest, we got a lot of awesome things going on with Southwest. Here's their Boeing 737 MAX 8 aircraft on a non-stop service in from Baltimore. He'll have preceding service over to the St. Louis area for us today. Proceeding into the Southwest Airlines section, right here we have the 737-800. This guy's currently making non-stop service in from Kansas City and is going to have preceding service up to San Jose. Next up, pushing back, we have a 737-700 Heart livery with split scimitars. This guy's currently making non-stop service in from Burbank, which is still going strong. Very glad to have Burbank. And he's going to have preceding service over to Los Angeles International Airport, so going right back to where he came from, kind of. And then we have the Louisiana 737-700. Great to get this guy in here. It's been a little bit. So this guy's currently making non-stop service in from Houston Hobby and is going to have preceding service over to San Diego, California for us today. Next in line right here, we have this United Express Embraer ERJ-175. This guy's going to be operating for SkyWest Airlines today with the non-stop service over to the San Francisco International Airport area. Also currently hanging out right here, we have the Boutique PC-12. This guy's currently making a non-stop flight in from Carlsbad and will be heading back out there. So really nice terminal lineup right here. Next up, we have a really nice GA section going right here. Got a Challenger 300. This guy's currently hanging out. He's going to have non-stop service over to Vans Nyes later. We'll say that this is a locally based aircraft. In the middle right there, we have the Cessna Citation 560 right here. This guy's currently making a non-stop service in from, let's go with Dallas Addison, and he's going to have preceding service over to Las Vegas. I think the new airport, I think they renamed it to, darn it, I lost it. It was McCarran, of course, for the longest time. Now it's, darn it, I can't think of it, but I think you guys know which one I'm talking about. KLAS. And then over there we have a Cessna 172. This guy's currently hanging out. We'll say that he's going to have a flight over to the Santa Fe Public Airport here in a little bit. Currently pushing back right here, we have a UPS Airbus A300 freighter. This guy's currently making non-stop service in from El Paso and is going to have preceding service back out to Dallas Fort Worth. Next up, we have this UPS Boeing 757-200. This guy's currently making non-stop service in from Dallas Fort Worth, and this guy's just kind of hanging out for today. And into the main cargo section, we have the UPS Airbus A300 freighter, another one. Glad to get the duplicates in here today. This guy's currently making non-stop service in from Louisville. That is correct, to Louisville, and we'll be heading back out there because we do have some additional routes for the Boeing 767-300 freighter. This guy's currently making non-stop service in from Indianapolis, St. Paul. It's going to proceed on to Ontario, which is a really cool duo service that they've added into the lineup. So that's absolutely awesome. And then we have the FedEx Express Boeing 767-300 freighter. Not quite as much change here though. This guy's going to be heading out to Memphis as per usual. Right here we have the United Express Embraer ERJ-175. This guy's currently holding short of runway 08 with the non-stop service today over to the Chicago O'Hare International Airport area. I believe this one's on the behalf of SkyWest, which is really cool to see. Last but certainly not least, currently on final right here, we have the absolutely beautiful Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-700 in the Colorado 1 livery with the updated hardtail. This guy's currently making non-stop service today in from Denver, Colorado, and he's going to have preceding service over to, what airport was it that I was thinking of? I'm sorry, guys. Lost it. Dang it. Chicago Midway for us today. This is probably the biggest change at the airport, which the update, pardon me, which is really funny. So if you guys did not see, probably about a month ago at this point, month and a half or so, the Southwest Airlines Colorado 1 livery got the updated hardtail to be the second to last aircraft to get all the Southwest specialists to have the updated tail. Nevada 1 is the only one that remains with the Canyon Blue tail after Maryland got the hardtail as well a couple months ago. So I saw JJ Skippy do this project and I asked him if it would be okay if I did it as such as well, and he did give me approval to do it. So thank you to JJ Skippy. This is all his idea. He was the first one that I saw it from, but I'm sure other people have done it as well. So all credit for mutually everybody doing the hardtail. Now I've done small things like this before in the past as well, but yes. yes, super cool to have, but credit to everybody that came up with it before me. I'm not as creative as some of you guys, but yes, very glad to have the hardtail going here. I think it looks really good, and I'm really glad to have my Southwest Colorado one with it now. Just made it to scale on a Google Doc. I'll actually put the link for that in the description if I don't forget, if you guys are looking for it. But made it to scale, and along with that, I printed it and used some glue, Elmer's glue. I thought Elmer's would be the best choice. Stuck it on there, and it looks really nice. And now we just got a good Colorado one going here. So yes, that will do it for the Sunport today. I know it was pretty brief. Just thought, you know, recently I've been doing a little bit more of these shorter ones because there was some very long ones I had throughout the latter half of 2021. I thought it would be nice to kind of change it up, and especially when there's not a ton going on. Although there has been a little bit going on with Albuquerque, mainly those new routes from last month, but in terms of recent stuff, we haven't had a ton. Eager to see, hopefully, some new stuff coming soon. Very hopeful that I'll be able to get some Cessna Caravans going for Fedex. Not sure if we'll be able to do that or not. We'll see in terms of time frame wise, but we'll talk about that more in the future as well. But yeah, just in terms of Albuquerque stuff, though, there's not a whole lot, unfortunately, news. It's really hard with these airports sometimes, especially when you can't go to them all the time, to kind of see what all the changes are and such. So just kind of been grinding it out as we speak right now, but hey, what can I say? So yeah, no new routes or anything. Statistics are currently through August of 21, and they look pretty respectable, all things considered. Some of these look really good, actually, so I'm really glad to see that. That goes from September of 20, so that's back when air travel was starting to get better, but it really didn't get elite, in my opinion, until about last May. We still had some real struggles there until about that April-May time frame of 2021. But yeah, ultimately not too much going on here at the Sunport, but it's still been nice to see the consistent grind here for Albuquerque. So yeah, in other news, the Gemini Jet's February releases for 2022 just came out. Definitely going to be getting the Delta CRJ200 to get to go along with my first one. And in terms of the Alaska Washington Huskies, I don't have a college livery yet, so I'm really tempted, but I'm not sure. So if you guys have any opinions on if I should get that or not. But the new price increase, unfortunate, man. I don't know when these guys are ever going to learn. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. Like, yes, they've had some new projects lately that, yes, are a lot of money, but I mean, like, you know, some of these molds, like the 737, the A320, these molds, I would be very surprised if they're not getting close to paid off at this point, because most of them are very new. In other words, what I'm trying to say is we're not getting much for these price increases, and it's kind of frustrating besides what we want as releases, but I mean, is that really going to do it for most people? I would say a lot of people are looking towards NG, which, speaking of which, they also have some news, which I'm really excited about. They freshened up their website, and the big news is new 777-200 molds, which I'm really excited about. I'll do the whole video on that, so I won't waste your guys' time here on it. But I'm really excited for the new 777 molds. We do have a lot of 777s and 400, but it's still cool to see another airline go for it, especially, another manufacturer, one like NG especially, that would do about everything. So it's going to be really cool. I'm sure they'll make tons of retros, which is kind of hard to get right now as we speak, so it's going to be sweet to see NG go for the full lineup of 777 aircraft. So excited for that. That's going to be absolutely awesome. So yeah, stay on the lookout for some more videos. Again, thanks for bearing with me, guys. As you guys know, last week I had COVID, unfortunately. Recovered very well, to be honest. Was kind of surprised. Yes, I'm still pretty tired, and my taste and smell has been altered, unfortunately, which sucks, but yes, absolutely crazy indeed. So yes, man, I just got another message about the Gemini Jet's pricing. I'm telling you, I'm kind of I've seen it go up for years now, but I mean, yes, I mean, I think this one was pretty expensive too. I think it was $4 on some of the aircraft, which is a lot. So, but we'll talk about that more in the tier list in the upcoming videos. So yeah, that will do for today's Albuquerque Sunport International Airport update. Take a look at the beautiful hardtail. I even twisted it a little bit for you guys. Absolutely beautiful. It looks super nice. Very happy with how it turned out. Sorry about that little smidge on the back of the tail. I may redo that. We'll see. But absolutely beautiful aircraft, and super happy with the results of the hardtail on Colorado 1, pardon me. So that will do for today's airport update, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Or my name is Redriveraviation. I'm sorry. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Trust the process. Do what you love and love what you do. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon as Redriveraviation is signing off.